welcome to the Student Roundtable.
Hey.
Today's episode is Culture Shock 101. My name's Chamali, I'm from IDP Education, and I am joined by some incredible humans. These humans have gone through the highs, the surprises, the awkward moments, the unexpected bits, all that comes with traveling to a new country and studying, and we are in Sydney, Australia. So would you like to introduce yourselves, maybe, Louise?
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Priya. I am from Canada, and I'm studying my Doctor of Physiotherapy at Macquarie University.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tarunam Jamal again. You can call me TJ. I'm from Western Sydney University, and I'm a third-year international student studying Bachelor's of Engineering with a major in robotics and mechatronics.
Okay. So really strong team. So I'm Trang. I'm from Vietnam. I'm in my second year of Bachelor of Education, secondary, majoring in math and physics.
We're going to have some really good discussions today, and hello, viewers, listeners tuning in, wherever in the world you are. Thank you for joining us. We're going to have a good time for the next 27 minutes. And if you're tuning in, you're probably just really interested in understanding the international student perspective. You're probably an international student already. You're probably about to be an international student. You're probably wondering if you should be an international student away from your home country. Or you probably work in tourism for Australia. You probably work in the university sector, the education sector, working with international students every day and supporting them. So you're probably interested to what we're going to talk about, because some of the topics that we're going to talk about today are going to be just asking you guys, what has it been like? What has it been like to come to Australia? What are the things that made you feel uncomfortable? What were the things that you loved? What were the things that you hated? What were the things that really just came as a shock to you? And I think these are some of the things that maybe people that work in the sector probably have always wanted to ask international students, but probably couldn't or haven't been able to yet. So kind of think about that a little bit. Perfect. So shall we get started?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Great. So,
I might just pause for a second. If you want to come down a little bit, it's looking quite high for you.
Yeah, I think I kind of lowered that seat. You might want to bring it up if you want to.
Okay?
Yeah, as long as yours. It just looks
Unless
like
you're comfortable.
slightly too high.
Okay.
You look
Oh,
right.
okay.
Everyone's comfortable.
Okay.
Good?
Oh, okay.
Do you need a clap?
No, we're good. It's all still rolling.
So guys, first question. So what's the first thing that made you think, oh wow, I'm not in Kansas anymore? Or insert home country here. Well, talk to me about that moment. Was it a feeling? Did someone say something? Did you do something? Anyone want to start?
I think for me, it was just walking through the airport for the first time.
Literally.
Literally the first moment.
Yeah, it says Sydney. So,
It says Sydney. Yeah,
so you're probably in a different country.
But no, I remember I just landed in because I've traveled before.
Mm-hmm.
I've been to other countries, but I remember this was somewhere towards November, and it was really hot, and I was sweating, which isn't usually the case anywhere around the world around the same time. So yeah, but it was nice. I was greeted by someone I knew. We had some family friends. But yeah, that's how I knew I was in Sydney. I was like, yay, woohoo, new journey.
Oh, so literally the airport. That was your
Literally
first.
the airport. Yep.
I guess people that are international students, we get that way, I guess, when we travel to a new country. When you start hearing the foreign language, that hits me a little bit when I travel as well. So does anyone else want to share a moment?
Maybe I can start. Mine was actually staying in the airport theme. It was my connecting flight from Vancouver to Sydney. There were a lot of people on the flight with an Australian accent.
Oh.
And I actually, in Canada, there's not that many Australian people. So I was like, wow.
Where did you come from?
Wow. And at first, as it is the case with many different accents, it is a bit difficult to understand at first. But the more that you live here, you pick up on the different ways people pronounce things. But it's such a fun accent. I love it. I love emulating it a little bit.
Tell me some of the words
Not to be stereotypical, but nar.
No.
Nar.
Come on.
Nar.
Come on, everyone, come on, please, can we all say our best no?
Nor.
No.
I think it never occurred to me until TikTok just researched it, and then Australians were like, I guess we do say no, and now I'm really self-conscious of it, so I can't say no anymore. Do you want to share a moment?
Oh yeah, I mean, moving from the airport, let's go to.
Please, thank you.
Yeah, let's go outside the airport to the walkway from. but no, when I got to the city, in Vietnam people jaywalk a lot, so you just go out on the road and you just walk with the motorbikes coming at you, and I was so used to that. And I remember stepping off. I was at the bus stop. I was waiting. And as usual, I just jaywalk. Oh my god! And the bus driver yelled at me. He was like, "Do you want to kill yourself?" and I was in tears. I was like, "This is my first day in Australia." But it was a very good memory. Thinking back now, I think that reaction was very much justified.
Would you call it your first learning experience?
Yes. I learned stuff the hard way if you've watched the first episode. But yeah, definitely a very memorable experience of like, okay, I'm in Australia now. I can't do jaywalking anymore.
No. It's embarrassing, and you learn your lesson. You learn your lesson. I think
that's the more of the story.
on that topic, so we do things a bit differently, I guess, right? As per every country. So the way that we cross the road. What else do we do a bit differently here compared to your home country?
Oh, coffee culture is...
Public transport.
Oh, Spitfire, go.
Let's do coffee first.
Okay, so in Vietnam, like, coffee culture is very much... I think it would be, like, more Italian in a sense. So you get your coffee, you sit for hours, I'm talking, like, the entire day, and you just sit and sip your coffee, and you just sip your coffee for, like, 8 to 9 hours in the cafe. And I think... and also... Vietnamese coffee is very strong.
Right.
It's way stronger than, I think, Western coffee, because it's from, I think, double the caffeine intake. So when I first got to Australia, I had my first sip of espresso. And I was like, is this watered down, like, burnt toast? This is because I was so used to gasoline that when you get your first sip of water, you're like, oh, so this is what people... drink in the morning instead of like straight up fuel. Yeah.
Coffee done.
Yes, first world schedules. Yes, starting my day with a coffee. That is really funny. But yeah, I think public transport's really different compared to my country at least. I find the trains to be very reliable. Buses could be questionable.
Yeah.
But yes, the train, anything that's on tracks is always on time. And I appreciate that, and I like it, except for the one time that I got stranded in this wonderful suburb called Tungabi. Yeah, I was there for like 5 to 6 hours on an evening. It's a Tuesday evening too. Luckily, I didn't have any university work, but yeah, that was an experience. Life is full of experiences, guys.
Yeah.
Trust me.
But there are other countries in the world that have, someone who's lived here my whole life. When a train isn't on time, it's the most frustrating thing ever. But you go to other countries in the world and it's never late. It's never late. So it's all what you used to. But I'm sure back in India, it's a bit different. Yeah. What about yourself?
Okay, I don't know what it's like in other countries, but in Canada, all of the buses, they announce the stop before you get to the stop. And we also have electronic signs in the bus that flash the stop before you get there. And oh my goodness, when I first got on I thought someone was going to tell me when my stop was coming. I just sat and nothing was, I was like, oh, I'm responsible for my journey today.
Sink or swim.
You need to have Google Maps or any app that you use for transport just to see where you are, which is also good because you learn where you are. So that is a positive as well. But
Yeah, you learn your own.
That's the reason why we don't do it.
Yes.
I love it. I think it's what about like the people, like greetings? When you were thinking about meeting an Australian for the first time, was it what you expected? Outside of the no.
No one says "G'day, mate." I haven't heard it a single time.
I know. Oh, no,
Wait, seriously?
I mean, if you go way out back, then I think.
No, I
Yeah.
mean, like, the people I live with do say good am I?
Oh,
different
seriously?
experiences.
On a very regular basis. But no, I think when I came over here, like, and when I had my first class, I remember this very distinctively. I was running late. I had to go to Kingswood. There were only 3 other people in class, and there's this wonderful person named Nicholas. I still remember you.
Shout out.
And the first sentence that I've ever heard from an Aussie peer was that, "Oh, you actually speak nice English, mate." And I was like, wait, what's that supposed to mean? You're communicating really
No.
nice. I was like, okay, thank you. I guess I'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah, how does one respond to that? No. I love that. You know, and that's, you know, not to bring it on a serious note, but that's what's important about cultures, international travel, tourism, international students coming in. It's like, yeah, I do speak English. I had to come here, actually.
Exactly. I sat an IELTS test where I had to get an 8 band. Yes,
Yeah.
I definitely speak English.
See the awareness, right? It's like they didn't know. They don't know as well. Oh, that's great. What about the university that you ended up going to? Was it what you expected?
Yeah, I don't know.
Let you guys go
I came
first.
in expecting pretty much nothing.
No.
I was open to surprises.
Yeah.
I was open to learning, so I came in expecting nothing, and then I am still doing now, like discovering new things I haven't learned before, which is I think the point. No, not the point, but what in my opinion would be the point of going abroad is to just come in expecting nothing, and then set your expectations really low, and then you'll gradually like learn new stuff along the way, which is like the fun of life, I think. Yeah.
I love that. Anyone want to add on to that?
I mean, when I came over here, I was kind of taken aback. Well, on-campus culture is very different as to what I actually pictured it to be.
How so?
Students would either decide to engage or not engage. It's always either of the two. Usually, you know, because they're not familiar to you, right, and they're like apprehensive about talking to you, the same way that you'd be. You don't immediately start talking to people a lot, but then over time they get used to you, and you end up entering into these random study groups, friend groups, yada yada yada, and then you keep on networking, and so goes the story. But yeah, no, I did take a good amount of time trying to go to some of the main campuses, because WSU has a lot of campuses throughout Western Sydney. So I explored most of the Parramatta City campus because, well, this is where I was supposed to study, in the Parra South campus, went to Kingswood, and I even explored a bit of Campbelltown. So it kind of gave me a perspective on like what I could be expecting here, and that's just something that I set myself up for the rest of the semester.
I think over time, I guess in a way, it took you time to find your people.
Yeah.
Right?
The real university was the friends we made along the way.
We'll end it there. Bring in the violence. Which goes to, you know what, because it is a big jump coming in and putting yourself out there, right?
Yeah.
Which is why a lot of people don't do it. You know, I think when it comes to Australians, I don't speak for all Australians, but as the one on the table, we study abroad's a big thing. We do travel across to different countries, and I think a big part of it is that we do want to experience that culture.
Yeah.
It's a big part of it too. And you know, a lot of people do a lot of soul searching. You know, either you've lived in the same city your whole life, so this is the opportunity to have that big jump. So when you guys came over here to our town, was there something that you learned to my town? I don't live in Sydney even, so. But today, for the context of today, my town. Have you learned anything about yourself? What did you learn about yourself through this process? Let's get a bit deep for a second.
Oh.
Think about when you first got on that plane to now sitting here with your gang in this podcast.
Yeah.
It
The
could-
fizzy
it-
team.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever that is. Whatever that is. What have you learned about yourself? It could be as little as just putting yourself out there more so when walking around campus. Priya, do you want to mention anything?
Maybe to preface this, I think like a lot of people nowadays, as we move to a more digital-centered society, I used to be very introverted and have social anxiety in like public situations, and I think maybe you guys can attest to it. I don't really seem like that anymore.
Yeah.
So I think coming to Australia and kind of being on your own kind of puts that onus on you that you need to put yourself out there and take responsibility for your life, which I think is a very positive thing, and that helps you mature as a person.
Love
Yeah.
that.
Not to be too deep, but
no, that's nice. Do you guys agree?
Yeah, I think I've gotten, I don't know, I think I've gotten more reserved.
Interesting.
Oh.
Okay.
Because
How?
I was like, wait, there's a down button for
Oh,
me.
wow.
But is there a volume down? Is that sense? But growing up in Hanoi, which is, I think there's 10 million people in like a space that is half of Sydney, I think. So to have that like densely populated area, so you really have to be very extroverted and be very outspoken to be able to stand out in a field of Vietnamese people. So I was very outgoing, and I was seeking validation from everyone around me because that's what extroverts do. They sort of take outside validation
Don't
to
call
go
me
to feed their own ego.
Agreed.
Oh,
I think.
Guilty as charged.
To feed their own ego and try to like energize themselves. But as I've moved to Australia, where there's not as many people around, I've learned how to like find inner validation. I know when to speak up. I know when not to make a joke. And like I used to make jokes at funerals in Vietnam. But now I know when to like when to
Not have a joke.
Yeah,
in a funeral?
yeah,
Yeah. Not to
when
do that,
to not want to be like the life of the party for once, not to try to force myself to be a main character. Try to fit in with Australian society.
I think that's
Yeah.
massive. I think that's
That's really
also like, we learned that it's a bit of a spectrum, right? You know, living in your home country, holidays are a bit different, I think, right?
100%.
You know, moving to a new country, which I have yet to do personally, is a different ballgame, you know, and you really didn't challenge yourself, and again, that's why a lot of Aussies do it. We go overseas to kind of do that in a smaller scale, but you guys are living it right now. Yeah, you should be pretty proud of yourselves. Guys, clap for yourselves. And on that note, I guess because of that, because you guys have come over to our country and we are quite multicultural. We are quite diverse. At least I hope we do come across that way. And I do appreciate in different areas of Australia it's different. But was there a moment where you were like, oh, I feel comfortable. I felt like I belong now. I don't feel like I'm an alien. You know what I mean? Like, was there a moment where you felt that aha moment?
I think last year I went to see my boyfriend's Caucasian family. I should say Caucasian. But their entire lineage and their entire friend group is sort of like, because in Vietnam I would only have Viet friends. And so his grandmother would only have other Caucasian friends. And they're quite old. They're about 80, 90 years old. And I think every day for 2 weeks, I had morning tea with them. And I felt like I was a part of like a society that I didn't imagine myself being a part of at all. Like I didn't imagine myself talking about offense. I talked about offense for like an hour with the ladies. Offense.
Like a fence.
Like an actual fence, a picket fence.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, because,
fence.
yeah, a fence. Yeah, because one of the ladies was putting down a fence in her backyard, and we were talking about fences for about an hour.
We need updates in the next episode.
I was like, yeah. Oh yeah, she got installed. Yeah, but I felt like, oh, this is because that's what Australia is about. You know, you get so many different people from all walks of life, and you can have morning tea with them,
Right.
and have a dip. Have Doritos with like guacamole or something.
love
Yeah, it
that.
was really lovely.
Anyone else?
I think I surround myself with like really positive people. At least I think I do. But I also do like indulge in a bit of video gaming. You know, I go online and I just happen to come across these two completely random fellows who happen to be from Melbourne and I'm from Sydney. And we just seem to hit it off really. And
Online.
yeah, online. And it was so surprising because I live with a best friend, right? And we talk on a very regular basis because we literally live right next door. But it's like I've connected with these people and they didn't even expect me to be an international student. They were like, oh, we just consider you to be part of us. So I kind of visited them last year. Kind of plan to visit them again, but it's like they were very welcoming, and I felt like I was like actually Australian at that point because it was their families who accepted me. It was also like, and these are like people from like very strong backgrounds, by the way, because some of them were Greek, some of them were like actual Aussie people, and it was a very interesting experience. I never expected this to happen to me, but it's welcome, and I really liked it. Yeah, and they're my good friends. Shout out to you guys.
What's the tag? Do you have a client, like a tag name?
Hashtag.
The monkeys, yeah.
The monkey. Shout out to the monkeys. That's so great. That's like that. So I love that. It's there's the belonging physically, but also in the online space as well.
It was really unexpected because I am more of an extroverted person, and I seek like physical like relationships like with people, but it just came out of nowhere and it was very natural. So I was like, you know what, this is meant to be. I just welcomed it out for what it was. Yeah, I'm very happy now.
I love that. I think there's also correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like the moment where you have a bit of sense of belonging is when you're doing something that's out of your norm and you feel kind of comfortable about it.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, this doesn't feel awkward or weird. This just feels really natural. Is that kind of the feeling?
Yeah.
Priya, did you have anything else?
Maybe kind of bringing those 2 points together, because in Australia, everyone is an immigrant of some sort, right? So
Mic drop.
So deep.
I think I expected it more to occur. No one really asks me where I'm from, even though we all sound so different, but we can all be Australian because what I guess cultural and like national identity is everyone
Being
together.
diverse.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
that
inspirational
was a very
today. I
wholesome
know, so
note. Yeah.
inspirational.
The real Australia was the friends we made along the way.
Yeah. No, honestly.
So I think hopefully we can cut that out.
He's like, no.
I'll leave it in. No, I love that. I think it's I guess tying it together again as well. It's just I think we as Australians we forget that that's such an important thing. And then because visibly when people come to this country, you will see a different face. You will hear a different accent, and hopefully that is a comfort to some. But also because it's the same voice, it's the same face, but also a comfort even if it's not the same voice or the same face because of the diversity that you see. You know, you don't feel like the odd one out because we never want you to feel that way as well. Love that as well. I think sometimes when you see ad campaigns and marketing campaigns. It would be interesting to see. Actually, I might actually ask you this. When you saw Visit Australia, come to Australia or Sydney, was what you saw what it actually was when you got here?
I mean, I'm going to be really honest. Like, I saw a lot of Opera House, and I only see myself going to Circular Quay once a year.
I know. Because it's not going to change.
It's a landmark. It's a landmark.
It's going to stay there. It's not, I get that.
I don't know. Maybe I was just like kind of expecting, I'm going to maybe stay in a high-rise condo and look at the Opera House.
Harbour
Everywhere.
Bridge.
Yeah, the Harbour
Every
Bridge.
time.
Exactly. and have a group of like young girls
Like,
smiling.
yeah.
Hey.
Or multicultural friend group
Yeah.
sitting on the grass.
No, it's sitting under a tree.
Oh,
It's,
yeah,
reading a
yeah.
book or
Yeah.
doing a picnic. Yeah,
Yeah.
those are the standalone. We do that. But
Yeah.
I guess not everywhere. You kind of
Not in
make
the
it
summer,
seem
at
like
least.
you make
Not in the summer.
Definitely not in the summer.
I love that. No shipping the Barbie.
Yeah.
We're having Vegemite every single day.
Yeah.
You know, kangaroos aren't jumping around just
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah,
Have you
just-
guys
yeah.
seen a kangaroo?
I'll
Oh,
be
yeah.
honest, for the first year of me living over here, I did not see a single kangaroo.
There you go.
For the first year, I had to actually go to a place outside of my like suburb.
A zoo?
To no, I actually went out to the countryside.
Okay.
And I spotted some
Tungabi?
wallabies
Yeah.
and okay. Tungabi is not the countryside, unfortunately, but yeah, no, I did. Ended up seeing like some wallabies and a bunch of kangaroos. Yeah.
Oh, great. Good for you. Good for you for
As
being
a-
like, I need to see this. I
I
need
need
to
to see this,
Australia.
yeah.
I need to send this to my family back home.
I'll be honest. My parents were like, "What are you doing? Like you're in Australia and you haven't seen a kangaroo."
Yeah,
yet."
yeah.
And it's been a year. And I'm like, "Oh yeah, you know what? You make a fair point."
Did you guys get that from your friends and relatives back home? Like, give us a koala. Like, do you guys have electricity? Do they just imagine you being in the outback?
I think people imagine, not to scare anyone, spiders
Oh
everywhere
yeah.
around.
It's
Yeah.
normal. It's normal.
Yeah.
Right? You guys don't have spiders where you
No.
No.
I think you really have to look. Of course, as in everywhere in the world, you get a house spider now and then. I think it's the same here. You really have to look for those big ones.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, "Oh my god, how are the bugs? Are you scared?
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
No."
Those spiders become your family, your
Yes.
class pets.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah, they actually kind of clean out all the other pests in your house.
They're
so.
actually great.
Yeah.
Spiders are great.
Talk about
yeah.
sense of belonging. There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Sensibility.
Sense of belonging. Okay, well, why don't we try some quick fire?
Okay.
I want to have you guys not think about it and just
Okay.
kind of tell me what you
Yeah.
think. So shall we try a couple?
Yeah.
Okay, around, we'll go, actually, whoever says it first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make it feel like a game, but
Okay.
there's no prize. What's one Aussie word that you still don't get?
Avo.
Avo or Arvo?
Arvo. Arvo. A-R-V-O.
We show
I-
in everything. It's efficient, no?
No, because like linguistically it doesn't make sense. I don't know, afternoon should be after the noon. But
Apto.
but
Yeah.
Arvo linguistically doesn't mean anything.
We'll bring that up the chain. What's one Aussie food you secretly love or hate?
Oh, I love the halal snack packs. HSP, best thing ever.
HSP.
Yeah.
Shall we quickly
HSPs.
describe what that is to our folks?
It's
that
like
don't know?
a bunch of shredded meat served along with fries and
Chips.
chips. Yeah, depending on which corner of the world you're from, with your choice of sauces and cheese. It's a really good thing. Of course, you can't eat anything else that day, otherwise you'll have an heart attack.
Love. All right, what's one thing you'll miss if you ever leave? Don't say HSP.
I'll miss too many things. It's hard to narrow it
Oh.
down.
That was smooth. Yeah, I like that.
Maybe I'll miss the metro.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We love to talk about public transport on this podcast, but it's so great. And in Canada, we don't have like big train and like metro infrastructure. And like you can go from one end of the city to the other in like 20 minutes. So I'll definitely
Yeah.
miss that.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's one thing you'll never get used to? One thing like, Australians do that, not
5
for me.
p.m. curfews, never get used to it.
5 p.m.
Yeah,
curfew.
I come from a city which stays alive till 2 a.m. in the night, midnight, sorry. So getting used to the 5 p.m. curfews is still a bit of an ick for me.
You can't close this guy down. You can't. He wants to keep going. He wants to
He's
keep
the life of the party.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
I'm an engineer. I'm a nocturnal by design, so
Yeah.
it's not even my choice.
Oh gosh, learning a lot about you, TJ, today. Too much. Guys, we're out of time. No, I know. Hey, thank you so much for talking, having a chat, sharing what you really think. I guess this episode was called Culture Shock 101, but doesn't feel like too much of a shock anymore. Kind of, it feels like you really assimilated here and really gotten used to the public transport, the spiders, and shout outs to the HSPs as well.
And the monkeys. And the monkeys. Shout out to the monkeys in Melbourne.
Yeah. They're gonna remember this.
Yeah, this is gonna go viral. Thanks everyone for listening and watching, and shout out to Western Sydney University for this lovely space that we have here today as well. And we'll catch you next time.
Yay.